We had a camera person today. Jesse turned the camera on for us. She's here.
Thank you, Jesse.
Okay, we're back. Jesse suggested that we should talk about Pete. Seems that we just were with him in Santa Cruz, a week ago for the show, and touched on some of our history with him. So we thought we'd discuss. Get your wife stuff. Here we go again.
Yeah. I'm always going to start this on time.
So we mentioned the day in Santa Cruz how Pete. We first used him. He was 13 years old. We needed a drummer. We had this bar mitzvah we were going to be playing, and we did.
Top of our game.
Yes.
Bar mitzvah.
Yes. And we did, and I don't know how we got it. Somebody gave us his number, a music star, and I remember Fred and I went over to talk to him, and he just finished playing baseball. He just got out of the shower, and we're talking to him through the screen door. His hair's all slicked back, and I figured, this is a jock, this is a baseball player, and you said we had a rehearsal with him.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember this.
We're down first base. I remember him coming down the stairs.
Well, how was he at the rehearsal? Because when we're getting, when we played the bar mitzvah with Pete, it was terrible. I mean, he was the worst. We couldn't believe it, so we didn't use him again. And then about 2 or 3 years down the line,
a couple years,
there was a Catholic high school having a spring carnival, and we thought Russ, myself, and Fred Saxon decided we would go to this carnival, probably to cruise chicks. Right? What else are we going to do? And we're there walking around, and we hear this band playing. And we said, that doesn't sound too bad. It was like kind of a Ventures kind of band.
Yeah, it's only three-piece.
Yeah, it's three-piece, 2 guitars. So, it really wasn't our kind of music, but, you got to recognize good music. These guys were playing well, and we said, let's go check them out. So we go, and we're watching, and this drummer's phenomenal. We look up, and who's this drummer? But Pete Rivera. We couldn't believe it. So we had to say our hellos afterwards.
I think at the same time, when we recognized it was Pete, we all had the same thought.
Oh, I'm sure we did. We were hot. We needed a drummer. We had gone through some pretty bad. We used to have this Italian drummer, Jerry Benetti, and he was good, but he ended up moving away with his wife to Washington, D.C. or something like that. And then we went through a host of just really mediocre to bad drummers. And it's if you don't have a good drummer in a band, you got a problem going on.
So Pete started, playing with us.
Yes.
But he's also with his other band.
He sort of divided his time.
Yeah, and we were bound and determined to see him away.
Yeah.
And later on, he had that, his other band, what were they called? Do you remember?
Yeah, the Sultans.
The Sultans.
Yeah.
There's a name.
Yeah. Those 60s rock band. Played the Sultans, yeah.
Anyway, they weren't really, he saw that we were really serious.
Yeah.
That we were really determined to do something, and these guys they just want to mess
Well,
around.
if you remember when Jerry Benetti first joined the band, he was playing with another band.
Yeah.
He was playing with some sort of a show band or something.
Like that, yeah.
And I remember, apparently they were doing a lot of workers, because I remember when he first was going to start playing with us, and we were thought, I don't know. But I guess he decided he liked playing rock and roll better than a show band, because he ended up, becoming exclusive.
Remember Jerry's basement that had a wine press down there?
Oh, God, yeah.
He used to hit that every now and then, Dago red wine.
Jeez. Yeah, the real thing. Yeah.
Jet fuel.
Yeah, so Pete finally,
it
all came together. Boy, was that
what a find.
What a find that was. I remember once we were playing this, Pete had finally just become exclusive with the Sunliners, right? And we were playing in some teen club somewhere where there was a second band or a second drummer. I can't remember, but it turned out they had the thing where they did a drum solo battle. Pete and this other guy. And Pete was so innovative that the guy was starting to imitate whatever Pete, Pete's doing, all of a sudden he picks up brushes and starts doing stuff with the brushes. So naturally the guy follows suit. But anyway, we're watching this. We're way back in the back of the crowd somewhere, and Fred's sort of standing in front of me, and we're watching it. I'll never forget it. I just hear Fred say, sort of to himself and to me, we got ourselves a damn good drummer. We did,
Yeah, pretty solid.
Yeah. So that way, the band just came together, John, just...
Pete was always extremely fussy with his drums.
Oh, can he drive you nuts?
At every song he's adjusting.
Always adjusted, but
I learned a lot from him.
From watching him
his
adjust drums, because he's always tuning them. He's always, this isn't quite right. Let me just tighten that one up a little bit, and then it'll be better, Yeah, he knows how to tune his drums.
He knows how to tune his drums.
Yeah.
But remember when he had that old car, was it 53 Buick?
52 or 53 Buick.
We
called it the Buffalo.
The Buffalo.
Yeah. There's this old red and black thing, you know, you get in it, and if you floored it, before it went forward, it would kind of rise up. You know? And so it became the Buffalo.
Yeah.
We'd take that car. You couldn't hurt this car. I got to tell you that right off the bat. The car, you couldn't hurt it.
I remember when John had was an old Dodge.
Oh, yes, 49.
People were making good money.
Yeah, right, yeah. We're driving crap, yeah.
We're 16 years old.
Yeah.
And up at, was it David Henry's Drive-In, this drive-in we used to hang around in Detroit.
Yeah.
And Pete would already be in there, for example, and John would pull in the driveway and smash into the back.
Yeah, as he's backing in.
And then he'd back in his own spot, so Pete would...
Yeah, but wait a minute. What would happen with those guys? What happened? You said dirt would fall off the frame of the car.
Didn't hurt the car.
It was like so you watch it was like a Laurel and Hardy riff.
So Pete would start up his car, and then back up and smash in the front of John's car.
Yeah, and then he'd park. John would go.
Yep.
John had to wait to go like that. Started
up his car. Bam.
Yeah, this would go on until the cop that guarded the place would go, "Get you guys."
Go buy a hamburger.
Yeah, have a burger.
Remember that field that wasn't too far from the field?
Yeah.
We'd take the Buffalo.
Yeah.
And I remember one time, what we'd do is pack about 6, 7 guys into the Buffalo, and we'd go to this field, and there's a lot of small hills, and the game was floor it and see if you can get through it.
Yeah, can we get through it?
You smash down on the seat and you hit your head. And we're doing this one time, all of a sudden the thing just goes to an idle. The Buffalo just goes to an idle.
Yeah.
All the linkage fell off on the car.
Probably was ready to come off for years anyway.
I think Peter, somebody had some tape, and they just kind of taped it up
and got out of it
and drove off, you know.
Well, you can't do anything like that with a car today, man.
No.
We used to race to work. Remember when we first started playing the Webwood Inn, our first gig?
Well, I remember when at the Cliché we had the better cars by then, you know.
Yeah, but we first started at the Webwood with the junkie cars, yeah.
Did we go down 8 Mile to get to...
No, we used to come back out to drive. I remember it's a summer morning, you know, we finished playing, but by the time we're cruising home, it's getting light. And we always had this thing about racing each other. You had to be the first there.
Yeah.
And we're driving up, you know, from Detroit, coming up Outer Drive, heading towards, we lived on the northwest side. And all of a sudden, everybody's jockeying for position. And I remember this one time, I think I was going to be first, because if you got to the corner of our street, Shaftesbury, first, then nobody was going to be able to pass you. It was a city, you know, it was a block. And I was almost there. I was a block away or so. And all of a sudden, I look on my right, and there's Pete and Russ in the Buffalo going across people's lawns, you know, on Outer Drive, which these are nice houses, going across people's lawns so that he could beat me to the pass to get on Shaftesbury. Which they did by about 50 yards.
Pete was going,
yeah, I know.
I'm laughing my ass off.
Oh, God. This would be after we go to, you know, we were just getting started in clubs, and we didn't have a whole lot of money, and we would always go to like a White Tower or something like that.
Oh, no, it was Powers.
Powers, that's right. But then there was another one on 6 Miles, and we used to
yeah, but mainly
Powers. Yeah, there was a
Sunliner Diner.
Yeah, they call it the Sunliner Diner. It was just an independent little hamburger, but they had the greatest little hamburgers, and we'd go there, and Pete would shovel them down. We were on 8 minutes? 2 minutes. So Pete taught us how to appreciate food, and he had a philosophy. And Pete's philosophy was, if one bite of something tastes good, then the whole thing's got to taste better. So then they had these hamburgers. They're like that, probably like a small McDonald's. And he would say, "Here's how you do it." He would take the hamburger, and he'd say, he'd hold it like this. He'd say, "First fold," and he'd push his finger down to fold the hamburger in half. And he'd go, "Insert," and he'd shove the whole thing in his mouth. And he had a record, at Henry's, he had a record one weekend, he did 56 hamburgers.
What about when they take a chicken leg, you go, pull out a bone.
Yeah, it was amazing. We can talk forever, too bad we're running out of time, huh?
Yeah, I got another minute and a half.
Is it accurate? Yeah. Okay, I don't want this to run up. Yeah, right.
I'm guessing.
But it was a funny band. I mean, everybody in the band was funny. Pete was a funny guy. Pete is a funny guy. He makes me laugh to this day.
I wish
Pete, thank you for the
stories.
Yeah, we can. And John was funny. Fred was funny.
Everybody was their own.
Gil had his own personality.
Yeah. Oh.
God, what a band that was.
We had so much fun.
Yeah.
We had so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you. It's about...
Just to be safe, huh?
Yeah, it's 9.5 minutes and it's our lights old.
Well, maybe if you like this one, maybe we'll do more. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. Good talking to you. See you around.